In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase the LTV for your business. And this is going to be making sure your customers come back and buy more and more and more. This is one of the main reasons why businesses aren't successful, is because they simply don't have a good lifetime value of their customer. They have to always get new customers and can't retain their old ones. So let's stop rambling. Let's get into it. I'm not going to sell you anything in this video. It's going to be straight value. So grab a pen and some paper. First thing we got to do is make sure you have a better product, right? So I have a method for making sure that my product is very, very good. So let's say you're drop shipping this push-up board. Go ahead and look up whatever product you're drop shipping on Amazon. You're going to go to the Amazon ratings, because 9 times out of 10, if you're drop shipping it from China, it's also being sold on Amazon, which means a lot of people are buying it and leaving reviews and what they honestly think about the product. Your job is to find those negative reviews and improve those negative reviews so that your customer has a better product and you have a better product than the competition, right? And you're going to be leveraging your supplier. More in detailed stuff that I talk about with all my clients that I work with one-on-one. But let's go to the ratings right here. Let's say we're doing this push-up board. Right here, we see in this section right here, it says we have all these little green arrows. These are all great things, but this little yellow thing is the biggest problem, or the most common frequently negative review that is left for this push-up board. And we can just read them. It says removing them isn't very easy. It's plastic handles. And it's like basically right here, the handles are hard on their hands. They're prone to getting stuck in the board. So what you would do is you would take this information, bring it to your supplier and be like, hey, I want you to fix this problem with the push-up board so you have a better product than the competition. Your product's already going to be better than the competition. Your competition is going to know it. When they go buy a competitor's product versus your product, they're going to compare the two, but like, this one's way better. I'm going to keep buying this one and consistently buying this one. Obviously, this is going to be a lot more helpful if you're doing like a skincare product, or let's say something that's consumable that has LTV just by nature. But this is a great way to make sure you have a better product and a great way to differentiate yourself from the market so that you don't have any competitors. You're better than all your competitors. The next step is making sure your product looks branded. Now, let's take a look at both these push-up boards, right? These were both the same price. We would buy this one just because how good it looks. And these guys are able to charge almost 5 times more just because how good it looks, right? It looks branded. They have the logo right here. It doesn't look like any other push-up board. They have a QR code. They have things right here, complete push-up training system. They have these little pamphlets right here. It just looks like it's a branded feel. It has a brand name, right? You want to make sure you're branding your products. Now, when you're branding your products, another great thing to do is make sure you're leveraging influencers, okay? I know I'm rambling right here, but I'm actually going to give you some crazy sauce, right? Bloom is insane. Holy, I've looked at how these guys run, and I've heard how the CEO runs this brand, and I promise you it's this one right here, what I'm about to talk to. They use influencers to make themselves different. Bloom, basically, if you don't know what this brand is, they basically sell anti-bloating, like a little pre-workout scoop or something like that. There's so many other things like it on the market, but the way they differentiate themselves and get their customers to continue buying theirs is by putting an influencer that the customer already likes and having them use the product. So that way they're like, hey, I want to buy the one that my favorite person uses, not this random one that my favorite person doesn't even know about, okay? That's like saying if you had a favorite box of cereal and your favorite person ever said, this is my favorite cereal, this brand right here, you're going to buy that brand over the off-brand version of the brand. You're just using their influence, you're using their audience, and you're using the customer's trust in them to leverage off your own brand. So you're using that, right? Bloom does that amazingly. You see all these videos right here, all these influencers. We click on one of these, boom, this girl has 380K. Now, this doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to go out there and buy super famous Instagram models, Kim Kardashians, et cetera, et cetera. Start with micro influencers. Micro influencers work simply because they have an audience and they're talking about it. And people who just see them can still trust them just the same as if it's their favorite person. But making sure you leverage them is insane. You're going to boost the trust in your brand, making them customers trust your brand more than any other people. And they're going to keep buying from you because of that. Another one is just making sure you have great customer experience. Guys, you have to have great customer experience for them to want to keep buying with you. You have to understand what LTV is. It's a long-term relationship. Why would you want to be in a long-term relationship with someone who doesn't treat you right? You want to make sure they have fast shipping, the brand you're talking to, or you're in a relationship with. They have fast shipping. They have good customer service. They respond in a timely manner. They have a good product. They have all these things that you would want to see from a brand. You have to have a good relationship with your customers, right? Now, that just means exceptional customer service. You need fast customer service, and you need great VAs to be able to respond to those. I'm going to give you a little bit of sauce right here that you wouldn't have found if you were finding my regular Instagram videos, for free. Go to onlinejobs.ph and you can find find pretty much a VA for anything. Philippines VA, you pay these people like $2, $3 an hour. Very, very great way to find a VA to answer your customer service emails so you don't have to do it personally, right? Why you have to sit there and answer all these customer emails when you can hire someone for $3 an hour to do it for you, right? Saving time, and it's a great way to go ahead and do it. I love this website. I use it a lot. Finding the person out of all these people and picking the right one depends on how you hire. That's a whole nother video. That's customer experience. The fourth one is your product packaging. Now, product packaging matters, and it matters a lot. Product packaging matters so much. This is the first thing that your customer is going to see when they see your product. It comes in the mail. Yes, they already bought it. When it comes in the mail, this product packaging is what's going to make them see if they want to buy it. A great example of this is Tabs. Their entire brand is based on the fact that they have amazing product packaging. Let's take a look at their product packaging. It's just a regular chocolate bar. Instead of putting it in like a Hershey's chocolate bar, they put it in this nice fancy gold outline with these nice funny emojis to kind of match the brand feel that they're going for. They have this nice packaging outline. Now, obviously, you can design your packaging outline with a VA from onlinejobs.ph or a Fiverr person to design your packaging, or just coming up with it by yourself and having your supplier do it. That's also something that we talk about with my students. But having and making sure you have a great product packaging is important. It's very, very important. Okay. And another little slight tip that I'm going to give you is you can put little product inserts inside of your product packaging to say like, hey, when you run out of this, come and buy another one for 15% off. That's going to incentivize them even more. A little cheap little piece of paper you put in there only costs you like a fraction of a penny. But every time someone buys it, it's just free money. So why wouldn't you do it? You're missing out so much money on the table. Brands are missing out so much money because they just don't understand simple things like that, what your customer wants to have. The last one is leveraging email and SMS. Now, this is by far probably one of the biggest things that's going to keep your LTV coming up. If you build a list of clients and you build an SMS list and you get your customers email and SMS and you can directly reach out to them, you can let them know when you drop a new product or when you drop a new colorway or a new flavor of your product, or hey, when we have a sale on this product. You can talk to your customers directly, and that's just kind of OP to have, to be able to talk to your customer directly whenever you want to and say, hey, if you want to buy another one, feel free. But making sure you're sending these emails and SMSs right is a huge thing. This is also something that I handle with my clients, the email and SMS, but I'm gonna give you a great example from Take Shots. I've bought one of these products before, reasons we're not going to discuss. It's not because I'm an alcoholic, but I bought one of these products before and they sent me this email right here, which is a great recapture. So they say you're missing out on a big discount. I've already bought this product, but they're offering me another 15% off if I want to still buy that product. Your card is about it. Oh, this is an abandoned cart checkout. This was not even me buying the product, but it's basically the same thing. If you're trying to retarget your customer, you're like, hey, we see you bought the product last month. Come back and shop with us, 15% off, right? And they leave a bit of reviews right here. They put some more product pictures. Very, very simple email. You send this out to a list of 1,000 people, you're bound to have a conversion rate of at least 3%. That's, I don't know what the hell the math is on that. A lot of people buying your product and free money for sending an email that's practically free. So it's just so much money that you're missing out on the table by not sending these and having these automated flows already in your Klaviyo and in your Shopify. You need to be doing this. That's email and SMS marketing. SMS marketing is even more crazy than email, right? So that's just something if you're not doing, you're missing so much money on the table. Email and SMS marketing, when done by the right people, my guys, and how we do it, they say you get an extra 25% revenue from your brand is coming from this email SMS. So 25% of all your revenue is just coming from email and SMS. And that's just LTV from this one thing alone. That's a huge bump in your business that you could think is because you're not doing it right, but just because you don't have the right people or you're not doing it at all. So making sure you're doing that. Those are the 5 key infinity stones on how to boost the LTV inside of your business. Now, it does get into the nitty gritty of how to do this properly. And obviously this is a layout and a strategy. Doing it personally, one-on-one, the brand kind of depends on who you're working with. I do help my customers boost their LTV with the Catalyst backend, which goes in and does all this, plus boost your conversion rate, AOV, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to work with me one-on-one and scale your brand to $100,000 a month, go ahead and message me on Instagram and I'll talk to you personally and we'll talk about how we can help. But other than that, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.